Yo, what's up, everyone? Welcome back to another video. This is your boy JJ. First, I just want to say I really hope everyone had a really good, blessed, safe, happy Mother's Day weekend. But for now, it is time that we finally talk about the brand new Ben 10 Dynamite first issue comic. Now, listen, I have been waiting so long to make a brand new review for this. Because granted, this is actually going to be the first time in years how I'm actually going to be talking about a brand new Dynamite comic release. But this time based off one of Cartoon Network's most iconic profitable franchises. First, I want to say Joe Gacy, Duncan Rulu, and the rest of the Man Ashton crew, they really did such a phenomenal job working on this Dynamite issue comic of Ben 10. At first, I honestly did not expect them to go that extremely hard on this comic. From the visual, colorful images of Vilgas's ship, especially how they give us a real close-up look shot of the asteroid hurling towards the Earth, similar to the original show, but way different in comic version. Like, notice how this version of Vilgas on his ship is planning on taking over the universe. But he didn't actually mention the word Omnitrix, but just saying that any weapon in existence that poses any kind of a threat to me. And I find that very interesting, because he knows that he is going after the Omnitrix. Now, this next shot, we take a really good glimpse of Earth. And I gotta say, the mountains with the wood trees, forest trees, is actually spot on. Here we see the original OG Ben 10 crew with the rust bucket. And let me tell you, the art style on this is just amazing. You see Ben still using his Sumo Slammer cars, and Gwen still have her cat logo, but this time it's not on her shirt, it's on her backpack. And I gotta say, they did an incredible job with Grandpa Matt's design. To me, it looked like blending like a modern day version, like they took it right out of the 2007 Ben 10 Race Against Time movie. I think it fits really well with this comic. Now, these two shots, you see that they're just camping and vibing. One of the shots having Ben and Gwen arguing, have some sort of an argument in the campsite. I think Gwen is actually, making fun of Ben for some reason. And I guess that's what made Ben upset, and that he started storming off in the woods. Here we see another glimpse of Vilgas's ship. Now, this part is actually very interesting because for the first time ever, we are actually having the military being involved in this. We see a person somehow tracking down the Omnitrix by the government's satellite system. And I find it very cool because I remember in the original, they never actually talked about how the Omnitrix got away without being seen before. It looks to me that he's trying to track it so that way he can send it out to headquarters. Now here we see a new shot of Ben as he's, walking in the woods. That is until he looked up and did his iconic pose of seeing a shooting star fall from the sky. And you already know what happens next, right? Because he then knows that it wasn't really a shooting star. It was a meteor. But not just a meteor, but a sight of the Omnitrix crash landing. And boy, I gotta say, this version of the Omnitrix really looked more alien realistic. And I say they did an incredible job with it. And if y'all want to see how it actually looks when he transforms, check this out right here. Now, I don't want to spoil anything else, but to anyone who hasn't read the comic yet, I advise y'all to please check this out, because this is absolutely insane. This actually took Ben 10 to a whole new level, just like Joe Casey said. Because after I finished reading it and took in more of a deep nose dive into it, I was immediately blown away and very impressed by this. Now, there are actually some fans that are actually, split between this. Well, I know they have like different opinions on it, But I think they did an incredible job. Because this is something that we actually never expect to see from an actual Ben 10 comic, brand new, like never before. I mean, they say to make the aliens look more monstrous and not like, original OG aliens. And you think you stop there? Nah, because check this out. Because it was actually reported that both Duncan Rulu and Joe Casey has been planning on bringing Ben 10 into the big screens. Like, yes, you heard that right. I'm honestly not joking with y'all. This is from Joe Casey. He said, and I quote, not to mention, when, not if, but when, the Ben 10 live-action feature film eventually happens, the one that'll get released to theaters worldwide, I guarantee you, this new comic book is going to be the primary source material.
It's about time.
Now, that doesn't give you goosebumps, then I don't know what does. Now, granted, this comic is already so successful that it legitimately sold out 82,000 copies. And it's going to be more in the works. Because they say it's going to be very monthly with issues 2 and 3 coming soon. So we're definitely going to be fed for a while. So you know what? I'm all here for it. So with that being said, let me know how you guys feel about the brand new Ben 10 Dynamite comic. Do you guys enjoy reading it? Do you guys have mixed feelings about it? Which part scenes of the comic do you have questions on? Do you feel like that they shouldn't have left out aliens like Ghost Freak or Ripjaws in it? Like, I would love to hear your thoughts about it. So make sure you leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And yeah, see you guys in the next video.